Education continues to be a top priority on the national development agenda, with universities as a major catalyst for development and economic growth in line with Vision 2030. Established in 1999 through an Act of Parliament, Midland State University has evolved into one of Zimbabwe's leading universities with a rich culture of research and academic excellence. From an initial enrollment of just under 400 students across 4 faculties at inception, Midland State University has grown phenomenally over the years. Today, MSU is Zimbabwe's largest university based on enrollment, boasting of a diverse population of over 29,000 local and international students spread across 9 faculties and underpinned by an incisive leadership and passionate staff complement. Thanks to a vibrant and dynamic multi-campus system, the university has a presence in Gweru, Kwekwe, Harare, Zvishavane, and Bulawayo. However, it must be said, the university has had to overcome a myriad of challenges along the path to growth. To mitigate against inadequate learning and accommodation facilities and to create a conducive environment for students, MSU invested heavily in infrastructure development, which witnessed several halls of residence and lecture rooms spring up across university campuses in a short space of time. To complement physical library resources and enhance access to quality information for research, teaching and learning, the university has an extensive collection of electronic resources which is supported by robust information and communication technology (ICT) infrastructure. On the research front, Midland State University academics and researchers have made a global impact through cutting-edge research that has seen them receive international recognition through grants and accolades from renowned international institutions like the Royal Academy of Engineering and the Flair Royal Society. Midland State University Vice-Chancellor Professor Victor Ngonedzashe Mzvidziwa chronicles Midland State University's journey to greatness.
From humble beginnings at its inception in 1999, Midland State University has risen to become the university of first choice. Midland State University has fully embraced the National Vision 2030 of attainment of an upper middle income economy through adoption of a heritage-based industrialization strategy. And in line with Education 5.0 model adopted by the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education, Innovation, Science and Technology Development, MSU has taken bold steps to realign its teaching and learning programs, research and innovation towards the production of goods and services in an attempt to contribute towards the industrialization and commercialization of the nation. MSU has had to re-strategize in order to overcome the challenges in the micro-socio-economic environment. Some of the things that the institution has had to do, for instance, is the establishment of the MSU Building Brigade, which seeks to augment construction requirements of the institution and to reduce the cost of construction projects. The institution has also adopted and established the Enterprise Division, which consists of the farm units, chemical manufacturing unit, textile and clothing unit, press and publication. However, there are many other units in terms of pipelines in the wings, which we seek to establish in order to strengthen the third income base of the university. We have also sought to realign the research and the development unit through establishment of innovation hubs and the industrial park. As our motto says, and we have lived true to it, our hands, our minds, our destiny is truly in line with Education 5.0 model.
Like most universities the world over, MSU has had to reimagine and reconfigure its teaching and learning modes of delivery due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. However, owing to the university's sound ICT infrastructure, the transition from brick and mortar face-to-face learning to the virtual online learning platforms was seamless. The advent of the new normal coincided with intensified efforts by the university to generate third-stream income through divisionalization and a broader initiative spearheaded by the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education, Innovation, Science and Technology Development for universities to innovate and industrialize. The result was the establishment of the MSU Enterprises Division with interests in agriculture, chemical manufacturing, clothing and textile, and press and publications. By putting the two pillars into motion, the university has been able to transform research ideas into goods and services. The MSU Incubation Hub is responsible for research and development, while departments housed under the MSU Industrial Park are responsible for manufacturing and production, thus promoting sustainability across the entire value chain. In response to COVID-19, the Clothing and Textile Division immediately went to work producing face masks, while the Chemical Manufacturing Division produced sanitizers and antibacterial hand wash as part of efforts to provide homegrown solutions in the face of the global pandemic. With funding from the government and support from the Line Ministry, the university is working around the clock to construct a food processing factory and complete refurbishment of the chemical manufacturing plant and the clothing and textile factory, all located at the MSU Industrial Park. To further create self-sufficiency and reduce printing costs, the university acquired a printing press, signaling the birth of the Press and Publications Division. Located in Gweru's light industrial area, the division is responsible for meeting all the university's printing requirements, from exam booklets to calendars. In the wake of COVID-19, the Press and Publications Division has been involved in the printing and distribution of COVID-19 awareness booklets, which were translated into 16 of the country's officially recognized languages by the university's Language Institute.
Yes, in compliance with the Education 5.0 and the National Vision 2030 doctrine, the Midrand State University is established in an industrial park where we have various units established. The units include the chemicals manufacturing, where we are doing manufacturing hand sanitizers, liquid hand wash, and we also have a unit that is called the Clothing and Textiles unit, where we are specializing in the production of masks, overalls that are required by various firms. Over and above that, we are producing various personal protective equipment that is required in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Besides, you realize that we also have outside this building of the industrial park one of the enterprise division, which is our printing press, where we are printing the various requirements of our institution, ranging from examination booklets, the receipts that are used by bursary, and stationery that are required by outside corporate world. We are also entertaining. So this is basically what the enterprise is doing.
National efforts that witnessed the university successfully coordinating the translation of the national constitution into all 16 local languages, including sign language, became the impetus for the establishment of the Midland State University Language Institute on 6 May 2019. Midland State University Language Institute significantly contributes to the preservation and promotion of indigenous languages and culture.
In response to national language needs, the Midland State University Senate established the Midland State University Language Institute to cater for the language needs of this nation. This is coming handy. Also bear in mind the new vision that our nation has for 2030, and also the importance of languages in this country. The Constitution has now officially recognized all the 16 languages, but now the issue is how are they going to be used? There must be policies that are put in place to be able to use those languages, and now this language institute that has been established will do that, will help the nation as in advisor capacity to make sure that language use in this country is harmonized.
The attainment of equality between men and women remains a key focus area for Midland State University. For this purpose, the Midland State University Gender Institute was constituted on the 14th of December 2018 to become a center of excellence and a key enabler in addressing gender inequality and other gender-related issues in society. Operating in a VUCA environment, Midland State University, like many other state entities, had to look beyond government funding and student fees to support its operations. Through the Agro Division, the university is operating 3 farms, namely Gwenoro Farm in Shurugwi, Pitscott Farm, and the Kwekwe Campus Farm in Kwekwe. Following massive investments by the university into its operations, Gwenoro Farm, which belonged to the former Rhodesian Prime Minister Ian Smith, has been transformed into an agricultural hub focusing on citrus, horticulture, pig and poultry production. Pitscott Farm specializes in cattle ranching and poultry production, while the Kwekwe Campus Farm majors in pig production and horticulture. Notable projects that are complete or near completion include the lecture room block at the Graduate School of Business Leadership, Faculties of Law and Commerce campus, and the MSU Industrial Park. As Midland State University's reputation as the country's premier university continues to grow, an understanding of the institution's growth strategy going into the future is necessary. MSU Pro Vice Chancellor Business Development Professor Kadmil Wekwete outlines the institution's growth strategy and vision.
Midland State University is operating within the framework of Education 5.0, which includes the following elements: teaching, research, community service, innovation, and industrialization. We are particularly focused on innovation and industrialization, which is in line with the whole goal to industrialize Zimbabwe and to make Zimbabwe a middle-income country, upper middle-income country by 2030. Within that framework, we have developed a number of enterprises. Some of the enterprises are focusing on textiles, some of them are focusing on clothing, and some of them are focusing on chemical activities like wash, the things that are related to COVID. But in particular, we have the agribusiness, where through the land reform, the university was able to acquire 2 farms. One farm, Gwenoro Farm, another one, Piscoti Farm. At Gwenoro, we are focusing on citrus, fruits, and also horticulture. This is about 500 hectares. And then on Piscoti, we are focusing on cattle ranching and limited cropping. In both cases, our growth plan is really to expand these enterprises for export. And in the case of Gwenoro, the citrus is already doing very well, and we hope that we can expand the planted citrus fruits so that in the next few years we will be a significant player on export. Similarly, on the cattle ranching, we are doing the same, and we are working on that.
Defying the notion of ivory towers, Midland State University continues to take a leading role in community development. Through the Community Engagement Initiative, the university provides technical, financial, material, and other assistance necessary for the socio-economic well-being of various communities in the Midlands province. Beneficiaries of the initiative include communities in Berengwa and Silobela. Given Midland State University's well-articulated vision, its clearly defined growth strategy, and the institution's astute leadership, it goes without saying that the university will not only remain Zimbabwe's university of first choice, but a university that will continue to meet the needs of the nation.